Man, it's the end of the world as we know it. I'm flabbergasted. It's the end of the world as we know it.
The Audacity.
I
thought you started.
No. I just said you to start.
I wasn't listening.
Oh my god. Welcome back to Flabbergasted by the
No, shut up,
Audacity.
bitch. Welcome back to this week's episode of Flabbergasted by the Audacity. That was Jamal. I'm Patrick.
Oh, I don't get to introduce myself anymore, huh?
No.
Wow.
Your rights have been restricted.
Wow. Well, I mean, my whole life basically at this point, yeah.
Alright, well, congratulations, Jamal. You've done it.
I'm black?
No, you're not.
Oh. I guess I am.
The braces have been removed.
Yeah,
You're
man.
now a presentable, respectable
I
man.
actually... Why is there a chip back here?
That's where that went. Thank you.
Don't eat it. You're disgusting. Yeah, for anyone who ever has braces or is planning to get them, yeah, you fucked, man. 6 fucking years I had that
6 years
shit.
of torment and torture from your friends and family.
Honestly. And girls. Like, you can't date. You can't have glasses and have braces and expect to get pussy. I've done it. It was hard. Because I was a singer. Honestly, if I wasn't a singer, I would not get shit. No, it feels good. It feels really, really good to get them off. And
Well, congratulations on that hard, passive work.
yeah, honestly.
Finally over.
Finally fucking over. It feels great. It feels great. But let's get on to this week in news. What do you have this week in news? I have a couple things. But
First off, we're going to start with a bit of a fun, interesting one.
Okay.
Lake Mead. You ever heard of it?
No.
It's a lake.
Really? I would hope so. Was the word lake in there?
That would make sense.
Yeah.
But get this, it's
What?
not a lake. No, I'm kidding.
I'm like, what? They fucking do... It's a fucking ocean or something?
No. It's a man-made lake that was created due to the construction of the Hoover Dam.
Really? Okay.
It has since become a major freshwater source.
Wow.
75% of the water goes to agriculture.
Okay.
And it provides water to 20 million Americans on the West Coast. Yeah.
Okay. So does it help like the California area in terms of like the water?
The Nevada.
Okay, yeah.
All the dry area in
Yeah.
the West. Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty good for them actually.
That's what you thinking.
Oh wait, there's more? Okay.
That's not it.
Oh, okay.
Alright, due to climate change, water levels have dropped drastically throughout the last few years, and it's
Okay.
supposed to drop another 20 feet in the next 2 months.
Wow.
So they're fucked. These water level drops have revealed old ghost towns, a downed B-29 bomber plane,
That's crazy.
2 dead bodies.
Awesome.
One of the bodies was found in a barrel wearing 1970s clothing,
Huh.
and authorities say it may have been a mob hit.
That's actually very interesting.
That's some video game shit right
Yeah,
there.
but you know what though? It's true. Like we don't know, we know so little of our ocean, so
Exactly,
like
it's
that's
just-
like
it's, like,
very
hidden and
cool.
all that,
Yeah,
so.
I did hear, and funny that you brought up the whole like lake in terms of like the water levels. I heard about this a little while ago. Did you hear about this? It was like where they had a lake, and in order to combat the heat and a water evaporation,
Put the
they
balls in
covered
it?
it. Yeah, they
Yeah.
covered it in the black
Mhm.
balls. I found that very. Apparently, it does work though. It does keep the water there and not evaporate into the air because the black absorbs
Sort of
all the
like-
heat, you know. So I was like, that's very interesting. So
It's also considered littering because it's just a bunch of plastic in the water.
this
now.
is true, 100%. I'm not sure
So
if I would
it's-
drink that water.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
So yeah, I mean, they've been fucked for a while. Honestly, the world's fucked. But I mean,
well, that whole area, it's like,
it's so.
why
hot.
would you build major cities in
out
a
in that
desert?
area? Yeah, I don't know.
I've seen documentaries and all that where
Yeah.
they show what it's supposed to look like, and
Yeah.
it's straight up desert.
Yeah,
But it's all green because they import the water via irrigation and Lake Mead water.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
it's like
You just like, I was gonna say manscaping. That's not it.
No.
Landscaping. You just
landscaping.
It's like fucking Minecraft. Like, you see desert. You know what? I'd rather have grass here.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna take out all the sand.
And then put grass.
Put grass.
It's like people who live in like Antarctica or live in like those really like in Alaska. Who the fuck? Like there's a town. I watched the documentary actually. It's a fucking cool documentary of this town in Russia. Like they live in the middle of a valley, and the only way to get there is like a 1-hour car ride. It's -58 on a regular over there, right? And it's so cold that when the kids go to school, they have to wear the only thing that they would see is their eyes. Like that's it because
Oh no, they
it's that
made them
cold.
Hindu.
Yeah, they did. They turned them into Hindu.
I'm sure we got the religion wrong.
I know. What? I don't. Is it Muslim? Is it Muslim? It's people in Afghanistan. Let's just go with that. The Afghanistan women are like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We'll go with that.
We're very cultural. Culturally diverse.
We're very out-educated in the cultures. But it's crazy. Like they live there. Like they love it there.
They live like Canadians. That's incredible.
Okay, we don't get like -58. Like we get like.
I'm
negative,
sure we do further north.
Yellowknife gets like -40. Yeah. Well, and like Equality and like Nunavut stuff like that. But it's like, why would you live there? Like,
Why not?
it's fucking terrible. I hate the cold.
If you're born there, then you don't know anything else.
Yeah, it's true.
As long as you don't watch TV.
Yeah.
won't know.
Well, you don't see the rest of the world, like you're good.
You'll
If
just believe
if
this
you're
is
in
it.
North Korea, you're fine. You know, like
Yeah.
no, it's weird. But Lake Mead, yeah, that's interesting. They're gonna die.
It's like whenever you see a giant body of water in a video game, it's like, oh, I gotta check the bottom of this. And then when there's nothing, you're like pissed. You're like, you have all this potential to hide something cool like an Easter egg, and you just don't use it. Yeah. I'm fucking pissed.
Well, now there you go.
Yeah, in real life they actually did it.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
They did it now. They did it.
You know what's funny though?
What?
Holy shit! I think they already knew about the bomber. I just thought about this because like when I thought like Lake Mead and there's stuff being at the bottom of it, it instantly made me think of Fallout New Vegas. Because at the bottom of the lake, which takes place in Las Vegas,
okay, I'm pretty sure
is a B-29 bomber.
Buddy. All right, yeah.
I think they already knew it was there.
Okay,
and then they put it in
sure,
the
buddy. I think you're stretching the truth here, bud. But
no, I think they knew it was already there.
Yeah.
And they put it in the game.
Okay, all right. So you tell me that Bethesda went down there, saw the bomber.
Bethesda.
Told nobody, put it in the game.
No, I think it was general knowledge that it was there.
Oh, okay. But now just made news that it was there, like
when they cited it as being there, they meant like the water had receded so much that it's now visible.
Oh, to like the naked eye.
I think so.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so like I think they knew it was there, but now it's actually
visible.
So
Okay.
like the naked eye, not without having to go underwater.
I would not drink that water. There's a fucking plane down there. Like the fuck.
Have you seen what's in the St. Lawrence River?
Don't worry about that.
It's dead whales.
Yeah. Well, that was one of my story.
Actually?
There's a new well in Montreal.
I heard about that.
Yeah, there's a new.
I instantly thought like don't get attached. The last time this happened was during the lockdown.
Yeah, and it was
it was
like hope. It was like hope, and then it died.
Yeah.
It's a baby well. They actually, I heard on the news that they might have spotted two, but they're not sure if it's maybe the same whale.
Nah, it's probably just floating garbage.
No, like it's a whale, but they just don't know if it's another whale. But this is a baby whale that came to Montreal.
Okay.
I think what's so crazy is that we get so into like the interviewer, like the city guy who's doing the news was there, and there's like 20 people behind him just looking for this fucking whale, and the whale comes up for like a second, just to breathe air, and he's gone. Like it's wild. It's so funny.
That's why it's so appealing.
I guess
whale watching is very popular and all that.
It is. I mean, I just hope that it lives. Honestly, it'd just be so sad if it died, because like there's not many whales left in the world.
Well, they're not even
I think it's a very
rivers.
beautiful creature.
Yeah, whales aren't supposed to be in rivers. That's why they're saying like, oh, they come in, like they have to leave.
Yeah.
It's not part of their natural ecosystem.
And this is fresh water. They need salt water. So
I don't know if they need salt water, but I think their prey needs salt water.
Yeah, so they need to leave.
Yeah.
So hopefully he finds his way
welcome
home.
to Montreal. Go away.
Yeah, go away. Don't come back.
Save yourself.
Yeah, honestly. So yeah, that's but yeah, to a new well Montreal. So I might bike ride in that area. Hopefully, maybe
You'll see it.
I'll catch a glimpse
Go
of the whale.
Get some poutine.
Yeah. Oh god, that's
Welcome
really
to
gonna die.
Quebec, eh?
Ouais, bienvenue à Québec, esti. Down there, you want to poutine.
Tabarnak, t'es grand.
And tabarnak, you're gros, fuck. You fucking fat, you know. Lose some weight, fat ass. You know.
They named it yet? Do you know? I know they were talking about.
I heard about it. I think I saw a picture, not a picture, but like a word of it. I think that's just the type of the whale. Okay. Cause it didn't look like a name that you would give a whale. But I heard like they interviewed two white girls who named them like Phil or something. I was like, fuck off.
Jesus
fuck you.
Christ, the most uncreative name ever.
Yeah. So.
As a parent, if you name your kid Phil, sorry Phil.
Yeah, we know a couple of Phils. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Like 4.
Yeah, I'm going, be careful. They might listen to this and like, what the fuck you mean? What the fuck is wrong with the name?
The idea of like it's an animal. You could name it anything.
Yeah, Phil, yeah.
Ever,
true.
and you're just like, Phil.
Yeah.
Phil.
I feel like a Phil animal is like something that's very frail, very scared.
Yeah.
Very skinny.
If you name him Phil, he's definitely gonna die.
Yeah, 100%.
Phil the whale was found dead today.
Yeah.
Probably because his name was Phil.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
He killed himself.
But yeah. So there is that. You have anything else?
I have a bunch of.
Yeah. Please.
Throw it back to me.
Yeah.
All right. Got a bit of a dark one here.
Okay.
This is the big story of the week, I think.
I think you might have the same story then.
Think so?
Yeah.
Buffalo shooting. Am I right?
Black people?
There are black people involved. Yeah.
There was only black people involved.
Stop spoiling the story.
But is it an 18-year-old kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we have the same story.
Stole my story. Well, then you can add on to it if I miss anything.
Okay.
Alright, a teenager went on a murderous rampage, killing 10 and leaving several injured using an XM15 rifle. I googled what this rifle looks like because I don't know guns.
Yeah, me either.
I'm not that white.
Yeah.
And it's a straight up like COD assault rifle.
Yeah, no, it's fucking
I was
strong.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's fucking.
You could just buy these?
Yeah.
I'd get one just for show.
Yeah, no, honestly, like when I go to Plattsburgh, sometimes I go to shopping at the Walmart. It's so crazy to see advertisements for guns. Like I go in there.
Actual ads?
Yeah, not ads, but like when you walk, when you walk into like an aisle, right, and they'll go special 2 for $1. they'll be like, buy this gun, get a free 60 ammo like load.
I can just imagine it's. You walk by a gun case, it says 10 for 1, you can kill 10 people with one gun.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
You know, so it's like, but it's like they have an aisle, like they have a section dedicated to weapons like this that you could just at a Walmart.
Well, even at Canadian Tire, they do have a hunting rifle section, but it's not like ARs.
It's hunting rifles and it's made for shooting
and they have
animals.
They have legit crossbows, which
yeah.
I'm kind of interested in. Because
those are kind of cool. Those are pretty cool.
And they're a little less dangerous.
Yeah, obviously, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, continue, please.
It's funny because the headline calls him a nerdy loner. I
didn't hear about that.
I can't help but think, how
incel.
sad would it be to be killed by a lonely nerd?
Well, okay, listen, you're not supposed to be having to defend yourself. No, they're in a shopping mall, right? Like
it was a flea market.
Okay, flea market. Yeah, so it's like
because I'd rather be killed by an elusive serial killer who only kills Giga Chads and does butt stuff first.
I mean, listen, I know Giga Chad's gonna kill that many people. At least not that I know. But an incel loser like himself, not surprised. But you missed a couple things.
No, I'm not done.
Okay, please keep going.
It was just a joke. Okay. Calm down. Right. I gotta sprinkle some comedy into this dark as fuck story, okay?
True. Okay.
So he was having a hard time his senior year.
Mm-hmm.
He had no friends, so he had like no support structure, like no one to talk to and all that. Mm-hmm. He was asked in an economics class what he would like to do after he retired. His reply was simply a murder-suicide. It's like, what? Who talks like that? What do you do after you retire? Murder-suicide?
Yeah.
It can be fun.
Yeah.
What?
It's enjoyable, you know.
It's ridiculous. That got him in trouble, obviously, and he had to go to a mental hospital and was shortly investigated for being a potential threat. But he was relieved after less than 2 days. I guess he's just that good of an actor.
I guess so, honestly.
He's very good at hiding things, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, fuck.
Oh, he was such a loner that his mom had to call her friend and ask her to tell her son to call her son so they can hang out together.
Wow.
It's one of those.
That's fucking sad.
Like, when you're a little kid, like 10 or less, that's okay. Mm-hmm. But when you're 18 and your mom has to do that for you, that's just pretty sad. So the two actually kind of became sort of friends, and they hung out occasionally. And that friend was quoted saying he never seemed violent in any way, and he even went so far as to say the classic line, "He wouldn't hurt a fly."
Oh my god!
I love when they say that. It's like
so
they're reading off a script.
Yeah.
So yeah, he didn't seem violent. No, and I almost missed my line here. Wouldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost forgot that one.
Almost forgot that one.
Can't forget that one.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So needless to say, he was wrong. Mm-hmm. This young man traveled 3 hours to Buffalo to specifically go on a shooting spree. And to make matters worse, it was a racist shooting spree.
Yes, it was.
He specifically researched zip codes with the highest number of black people.
Yeah.
And he had written a 180-page diatribe about his crimes that he would commit.
Yeah.
Which is some next-level psycho shit.
Yeah.
It's like those books you see in movies, like, oh, we found the psychopath's lair. What's this? It's his notebook and just filled with scribbles on each page. Yeah. No sentence structure whatsoever.
Like really
it just
strange.
starts and stops a thought and just keeps going and going.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So, how do you write so much?
Yeah, we're a loner.
You know how much trouble we had writing college essays?
Yeah,
and this guy's like writing 180 pages of
he's like easy. But I mean, he's a loner. He's a nerd, so he probably has a lot of time to himself, right?
I guess so.
So basically, the one thing that I wanted to say, what I found very interesting, was he live streamed this, by the way, on Twitch.
I heard about that. Yeah.
So
on Twitch?
On Twitch.
What game is he playing?
God.
Oh my god.
But what was funny was apparently a part of the stream, and I wish I could have watched it. Of course, Twitch took it down. There's a white guy in an area. He shot a black guy, reloaded his gun, shot the black guy again, turned the corner, saw a white guy. He was like, and he's like, oh, sorry, and left the area, right? So, first of all, freaking great.
If that's not white privilege, I don't know what is.
That was one. Second of all, I think for me, I go, for me, when it comes to the fact that he got let go and turned like the mental institute, he had posted, and there's multiple posts about this on like 4chan. Like,
well, I think that was after he got investigated.
I know, but the thing is that if you get investigated, and
you think they should keep like tabs on you?
Yeah, but not tabs, but like investigate. Like actually go into everything. Like check every source. Go into Facebook. Go into Instagram. Go into these more edgy websites like Reddit and 4chan to figure out what this guy is posting, because he has posts on 4chan about wanting to murder black people. So I'm going, boom, there's a sign, you know, and I'm like, and I understand, and it sucks that like we live in this world, we live in a society that in today's world that we had these people who are shunned out of friend groups because of various things. Like I think a good example was I was watching. There was one particular video. It was a small story about this particular guy who went on a similar rampage, and he had made a lot of posts on Reddit about saying, "I just want friends," and people made fun of him for saying that. You know, so it's like we are part of the problem. As much as what he did was awful.
Exactly.
And
well, I read like he was considered an outcast in
Yeah.
school, so like, no one wanted to associate with
Exactly.
because like, oh, I don't want to be considered an outcast as well.
Exactly, right? So it's like we are part of the problem for sure. I'm not saying what he did was right.
Absolutely.
I think it was also so fucked up that when he went to court, he pleaded not guilty, like a fucking idiot.
He did?
Yeah, he pleaded not guilty. I'm like, bro, like you streamed it.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can
Is
plead
this
not
not you
guilty.
live streaming? It's my account, sir, but that is not me. Isn't this you saying I won't shoot the white guy? Is
Yeah,
that you? Is that
yeah.
your voice? Well, yes, but you. Okay.
I plead the fifth. You know, so it's like,
The fifth.
you know, so it's stuff like that where I'm going, dude, like, if you're gonna investigate. Like, do a good job. Like, I feel like the American system.
The problem with that is like, because then you can claim if they don't find anything, you can say it was just a violation of your privacy and all that.
But no, but listen, you fucking.
It's one of those things though, because
But you went into school and you say, "What do you want to do when you retire?" I want to do on a murder or suicide. I'm sorry, I'm gonna invade your privacy. I think after that you deserve it. At that point, like I think you deserve to
but
be
then
invaded.
they can just say, "Oh, it was a joke," and then you can just be like, "What are you gonna do? That was a bad joke."
Then listen. Regardless, keep tabs on the fucking guy. I gotta say, because like.
But let's not forget like how dark we were as like.
Yeah, but to that
teenagers.
point,
No.
no.
It was more suicide.
Yeah, we're killing ourselves.
No,
more than anything.
no, we were the best in high school. Anytime anyone had a problem, we're just like, that's pretty bad. You should probably kill yourself.
Yeah, like we weren't saying to kill others. We were just saying kill yourself. You know, we're actually helping the problem. You know, so it's like
No, but when we did it, it was okay. It sounds awful, but when we did it, it was funny because you're just shedding a light on like you're saying how small your problem is, and you should counteract this small problem with such a giant, over the top, quote unquote solution such as suicide.
Yeah.
So you can say like, oh, I'm just unhappy today. I should probably just kill myself. So it's like what?
Yeah, you know. So it's like
that's stupid.
It's like, and when we did it, here's the thing: we did it with friends. We went by ourselves. You know, like
when you're alone, all those negative thoughts.
Yeah, for sure.
Your head's an echo
yeah.
chamber.
I watched a little like a documentary about like incel, like a legit real incel. And what was so funny, they had a girl interview him, which is so fucking funny. And the girl asked me, he said, "Am I the first female that you've ever spoken to?" He's like, "Yeah, in like the last 20 years." Besides like my mom, like. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, that's wild. And like they showed videos of him, and he says he will spend days just not leaving his room, and he'll go on on these chat sites with these other incels. And what was so weird, like they're on chat with one of them, and one guy just shits himself on camera. He's like, "Oh, that's like his thing." I'm like, "That's his thing?
What?
That's his thing? Him shitting himself is his thing?"
I hope he has no other things.
Yeah, you know, so I was like, it really is interesting. I think it's interesting that as much as technology, like, oh, you can connect with so many people, you can also just be that much more alone.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so
And
that was definitely a major story.
I'm curious though, where does this hatred come from? Did you know if he ever like said a reasoning behind?
I always feel like, maybe I'm grasping at straws here, but I feel like maybe there was a black girl that he liked in school that rejected him. That could be
that's you projecting because your whole value of self-worth is based on what women think of you. So you're just projecting.
Why are you exposing right now?
I'm psychoanalyzing you. How do you feel?
I think I'm gonna go on a murderous rampage. No,
Jesus Christ.
But only white people this time.
Oh, I like that. Flip the switch.
Flip the switch on the black guy. Oh, I'm sorry. I got you, homie. Actually, here, join me. But it's like, no, but in all seriousness, like, I don't know.
I just want to know his reasoning because like even Hitler had a reason. Even Hitler had a reason.
Yep. So I don't know. I don't know what his reasoning was. I don't think we're ever gonna know, honestly. Yeah. A lot of these stories are.
This kind of leads into a secondary story.
Okay.
Continuing with James Hetfield, we talked about Metallica a bit last week.
Yes, we did.
The woman who gave birth at the concert.
Yes.
Frontman James Hetfield called them at their home afterwards to
awesome.
congratulate them and all that.
Yeah,
so we were wondering like if they did do that.
Yeah, okay.
And I
was right. Awesome.
Yeah, I think that's a lot better than giving like a a cash donation, like pay
For
the
sure, I
hospital.
think so. If you're a major fan of Metallica, that have the band member
That
call
would
you.
be mind blowing.
That would be awesome. I would
It-
love that.
It's great, and but there's an extra news story this week.
Okay.
So at a performance in South America,
Mm-hmm.
frontman of Metallica, James Hetfield,
Yeah.
let the audience know that he was not feeling good during their warm-up before, stating he felt like an old guy and he was feeling insecure about his ability to play.
Okay.
He stated, "I talked to these guys," referring to his bandmates,
Yeah.
"and they helped me. It's as simple as that. They gave me a hug and told me, hey, if you're struggling on stage, we've got your back."
Awesome.
So, like, whether you're a fan or not of the band,
Yeah.
I deeply admire this message.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good message. I think
Yeah.
it also shows that, like, being in his life, being an entertainer of that value, of that status,
That
is like
caliber.
the caliber. It's hard to be at your top. Like, I remember when I went to go see Bruno Mars in concert, and my dad had made a comment. I don't like the fact that, like, after every song there's a stop, there's a break. The lights go off and a new song starts. And what I mean by that, that when I went to go see Justin Timberlake, it was a continuous show.
Oh, non-stop.
There was no stopping for him,
Well,
right?
personally, I like when they take, like, a stop. What they'll do in, like, a rock concert or
Yeah.
metal concert, you'll have,
Yeah.
like, a drum solo, a bass solo, or
For
even
sure,
the
yeah.
vocalist will just say some nice words.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a short story.
Yeah, well, which
That's
is
always
fine.
fun.
I think personally,
Because I feel like it makes it more personal.
Yeah,
right?
for
'Cause
sure.
You're not getting the exact show that someone else in another town saw.
exactly, right? I think, like, I remember, like, Adele had did that one time. There was a cockroach on the stage, and she actually started the show for the cockroach. He's like, "Get that off his face." She hated it. He's like, sat down. She was like, "I hate cockroaches. Like, I fucking can't." It was really funny. But, like, I look at that and I go, like, with Bruno Mars, and I'm like, he has to be on the top of his game all the time, and, like,
So you think, like, during the lights off, you should, like, take a drink of water?
he did actually.
Yeah, back
Apparently,
massage.
I did hear that he actually. I've heard this before. I think it's probably for rock artists is that they smoke. He actually has an e-cigarette that he smokes on stage. That actually helps him perform. Some people actually feel like it actually helps your throat.
I've never seen anyone smoke on stage before, actually.
Not on stage, but, like, behind stage or whatever. Like, smokers apparently. So, like, my grandma was a smoker. That actually, for her world, helped her.
I've only
better.
seen one person smoke on stage, but it was a recording of AC/DC.
Mm-hmm.
Their drummer was smoking the whole time, and it was the funniest shit because he's just playing.
And he has a
casually.
cigarette in his mouth.
It's just hanging out.
My drummer did that in
Yeah?
Malaysia. Yeah,
You
did
can't,
that.
like, take a break and, like,
Yeah, you
get
can.
out.
No. My drummer did it. Or he, like, if there's a part where he knew he could just do with, like, one stick, he put the stick down and, like, do that.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But I mean, no, I think it's a great message. I think it really shows
It shows humility.
It shows humility. It also shows of how much of that band, how like strong they are together, how supportive they are. Cause
Well, yeah, that's what I wanted to. It kind of connects with this teenage kid, the lonely kid.
yeah, and, like, having
He
that
had no
kind of circle.
he had no support
Yeah.
structure to help him
Yeah.
with this internal struggle that he was going through. And
Yeah.
like I said, it was an echo chamber, and
Yeah.
it just spiraled into, like, hate that consumed him
For sure.
and drove him to this horrible
Definitely.
thing. So I think everyone needs help from friends or family.
I think
at
so.
times.
I think everyone needs someone, and
Exactly.
like, because I think there's a lot of bands out there who have, like, some bands are not like that. Some bands are really, like, all for one by themselves, and, like, if you fall, they're like, "Hey, it's not my fault," and they're gone.
Fuck you.
Yeah, honestly, it's true. It's like, so it's definitely one of those things where that's a really nice message that that he sent out there. The only other story that I got is this plane crash in China. Did you
This
hear about
plane
this
crash?
Plane crash in China. It happened.
Dude, I love plane crashes.
Yeah, it happened in March. Someone filmed it. Like, legit was going straight down, nosedive into the ground. No one survived. And
Pilot suicide? That's usually.
this is what we're hearing, that apparently the pilot wanted to go down and decided to do with a lot of people with him. And what's so crazy is that, and I think what's wild is the fact that if it would have been any other country, I would have been, like, surprised. But because it's China, and Chinese people have so much fucking pride, that I know some dumb shit. Like, I'll give you an example. I watched the Mayday. Mayday is a show, for those who don't know.
It's on Discovery.
On Discovery Channel. Mayday is a show where I have plane crashes recent, and
It's like CSI for plane crashes.
basically, right?
It's pretty interesting. You'll
Yeah.
not want to fly after you watch it.
Yeah, my mom has watched a lot of them. I noticed, if we were going to fly this, it's probably not. I have watched a couple. I will admit, I'm not the biggest fan of planes, but I will...
I find them incredibly impressive and interesting.
Yeah.
But because of Mayday, I have a great distrust. Because it always comes down to human error or pilot suicide.
That or, human error or something, just the plane,
just falls apart.
falls apart, like the bad
I
plane.
remember one of the episodes, one of the passengers was getting on the plane, noticed a crack in the fuselage.
Yeah.
Like, if that was a problem, they would have fixed it. I'm sure
Yeah.
it's okay. Gets on the plane, mid-flight, explosive decompression happens, and like the part of the roof just comes off.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm just imagining you sitting there like, fuck, I should have said something.
You know, like I saw, like the one that I saw recently was about this particular plane design. That the back part of the plane was the wings on the back were too small, so when the plane would land,
It's like the Titanic problem.
They
Jesus Christ.
They would have to land faster, and what happened was the plane hit the ground, popped back up, and then flipped, because
Really?
the pilots were not trained to deal with such a small wing, and because they're going so fast, it was really hard for them to slow down if they fucked up, right? So, but the one that I watched was when it comes to China. Why I'm saying this because they had another recent. I'm not sure how recent that plane was. I want to say it was in the 2010s. Like this pilot, similar situation. It was a China airline pilot, and he had recently lost $2 million in stocks. And he asked his co-pilot, "Oh, you can go get your lunch." Lock the door. Boom. Right. So I'm going. That is the type of shit, and it's fucked up. But Chinese people, I can definitely.
I'm not racist, but
no, I'm not even saying that racist. But going to Malaysia and meeting Asian people who live there, they're very, very proud people. Very, very proud people. Compared to the Muslims and Arabic people who also live there, the complete opposite. They do not mind if they are humiliated or they can admit that they're wrong. Asian people, not a fucking chance.
That's why World War III, when inevitably breaks out between the U.S. and China, China's gonna win.
But yeah, so it's like, it's fucked up and it sucks, but like, I think what was messed up that I wasn't really surprised. When my mom told me about it, I heard the story to my mom, and she told me about like, he lost money. I'm like, oh, was he Chinese? Like, that was my first thought. Like, it was just fucked up, but like, I was like, that's like my first thing. I was like, he's gotta be Chinese. Like, I was like, that's the first thing that came to my mind.
I don't understand where the mentality comes from, like, oh, I should kill myself, but I should also bring like 200 or so people with me.
I don't understand that part. I think it was just a matter of he was in that moment, he lost the money, he was like, okay.
No, but he would have.
Time to go.
He didn't find out during the flight.
I have no clue. I didn't watch the episode of that.
I would assume he found out beforehand.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's very possible. Just like.
It's just strange.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like at that moment you're not really thinking. You're not really thinking about other people. I think, which is unfortunate, but like, it happens.
I don't know. Is it? It's one of those things. Like, are you just that inconsiderate about other people, or do you just value your own life over everyone else's? That
I think it's more inconsiderate. I don't think they really value. I think if you're suicidal, you don't really value your own life. I'm pretty sure you're not like above yourself at that point.
Exactly. So why would he take so many people? I don't understand.
I don't. I think it's a matter. I think it's actually, at least in my personal opinion, for someone who's been like that for a part of my life. If I were to be in that situation, I would feel like, oh well. I already feel bad, and I want people to make sure that, like, oh, you shouldn't feel bad for me. Like, you should be like, oh, he was a dick because he did this, and because I feel that way because I'm a dick, and I feel shitty. So then, therefore, if I do this, people are going to go, oh, he was an asshole. I'm going to go, yeah, I was, and that's why I deserve to kill myself, you know? That's the only thing I could really think of to be like, in his mind, he was like, don't give me that pity, almost in a way, like... Yeah, at least maybe that pity's not the right word, but like...
It just makes me think, like, maybe he found out about the idea of infinite universes, and he's like, these people are fine in, like, 1 billion other universes, so what does it matter if they all die here?
I don't think so, but sure, we'll go with that.
You ever thought about that, though?
I wonder how the energy
Every
models are going.
decision you ever make,
separates, right?
You can be as tiny as fuck or gigantic, there's 1 billion different outcomes.
I wonder...
And you're living in, like, the most sucky one, or the best one, you have no idea.
I think mine's pretty good. I think mine's decent. It's not great.
It depends what you're choosing.
Yeah.
Because if let's say you spill a glass of water in another universe, that never happened.
And because of that, you won like $1 million or something. That'd be crazy.
Anything like that, it's mind-boggling. So anytime something goes wrong, you're like, fuck. There's like 1 billion other me's who just like did that perfectly. Yeah. I just messed it up.
Yeah. I think I'm doing pretty alright. I'm pretty happy.
It's a scary thought.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with myself. But yeah, so
because it's like there's an infinite number of realities, Jamal. Just remember, nothing you do matters. That being said, don't kill people and don't kill yourself, okay?
With a plane. That being said, try not to think about it, but like
nothing matters, but it matters.
Yeah, okay. Nothing matters, but like don't do it, dick. You know.
Find a support group, okay?
God. Yeah, but yeah.
And I just realized I skipped a story.
Oh!
So are you aware of the existence of the comedian Norm Macdonald?
Mm-hmm.
recently passed away in September.
Mm.
He filmed a stand-up special that was to be released after his death.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I swear to God, if he doesn't start it with, if you're watching this, I'm probably dead.
Yeah? I'll be very upset.
I'm gonna abort an already born child, okay?
Honestly, I think it'd be really funny. I hope he starts it like that. That's interesting. He made the special, and he wanted to make sure that it was only aired after he died.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
As you know, he kept his terminal illness a secret from the media, so
Yeah.
his death was quite a shock.
Yeah.
He recorded this special at his home during COVID lockdown.
Okay.
So I'm curious how that's gonna play out.
Yeah.
Bo Burnham did that.
Very well
and
done.
It was very
by the way.
creative,
very, very
but
well
I still
done.
didn't like it.
What? You didn't
I
like
couldn't
it?
finish it. I was like,
I'm sorry.
like it's fine, but I didn't want to finish it.
But you know what though? Bo Burnham is a very particular comedy. If you don't like that
Oh no, I
particular
like him a lot.
comedy,
I
really,
just didn't like that special.
really, I really enjoyed it. I actually saw his songs like my phone. Like I think the songs are
They're
really
good songs.
entertaining. Yeah, the songs. I think my favorite is White Woman's Instagram. That shit fucking gets me every time. It's so good. I will be interested. I don't like his comedy a lot, Norm Macdonald, but I will probably give it a
Oh,
listen.
I just love his style so much.
Yeah, he's a very.
So what's the deal with this thing? And you're just like, oh, it's one of those
Yeah,
jokes.
you
And
go-
it's really to be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
His comedic timing is genius.
Yeah, that's
I
very
love
well
it so
done.
much.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he recorded at his home. It was supposed to be recorded from a live audience, but due to lockdown and all that, and
Yeah.
his deteriorating health, that it kept him from doing that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he had no choice.
Okay.
I'm very much looking forward to it. It's
Yeah.
going to be a special on Netflix.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
real quick, just update because we've been talking about Netflix,
yeah.
the last few
This one
weeks.
was losing.
They fired 150 employees.
Awesome. They're such a dick. I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to save money, the assholes, whatever. Anyway,
And they're rolling back on their woke politics.
Yeah,
They sent out a memo stating if you're not okay with us putting out content such as Dave Chappelle's Lose Your Stand-Up,
Yeah.
you can quit.
Awesome.
It's like they're trying to downsize without firing people to
Yeah,
save money.
to
So
save
like,
money. They're trying to be assholes what they are.
it sounds like
The little story I have for music. So I recently watched the Billboard Music Awards 2022. Boring as fuck. P. Diddy should never host ever. He's awful. Sorry,
I'm
Puff.
not even sure who that is.
P. Diddy? He's a
the fuck
rapper.
is
He's
P. Diddy?
a rapper.
I feel like I know
Puff
the
Daddy.
name.
Puff Daddy, whatever.
Puff Daddy. That's a
It's
real
his name.
person?
Yeah. Well,
I remember-
it's not his real name.
A little kid said, it was in School of Rock, Jack Black's like, who do you like? And the black kid's like, Puff Daddy. And
Yeah, no,
I'm
he's
just
a
like,
real
I don't
rapper.
know what that
He's
is.
a rapper. He's the executive producer of the show. He made a funny Kanye West joke though. He said, if anyone comes in here while the awards are happening, you better have your shit together. So he doesn't relate to Kanye West, but he did it to Taylor Swift or Will Smith, one or the other, I can't tell.
Either way, it's kind of funny.
Very funny. There was one award that stood out for me though. Actually, I'm gonna read you real quick the nomination for this award while I tell the story. So I was watching this live in the moment when I heard about there's a category for Dance Electronic Album of the Year.
Okay.
So I'm gonna read you the nominees, and you're gonna tell me who you thought won this award, and I think it probably is the funniest shit I've ever heard. So we have Surrender by Rufus Der Sol, Capri Songs from FKA Twigs, Nurture from Porter Robinson, Minecraft Volume Alpha C418,
No way.
and
What?
Fallen Embers Elenium. Exactly what I said.
What?
I'm listening to this. I'm like
Minecraft.
I'm like, what?
I would have just been instantly like, oh my god, it's Minecraft.
I had to reverse and play it again. I'm like, I gotta be on some crack or something. But
Oh.
it's the guy, the Swedish guy who does the music soundtrack. I forgot his name. But he's like, you see his picture, and you see like a Minecraft vlog, and like the worst C4D, I'm going, ain't no fucking way
Electronic
Minecraft.
dance music.
Well,
What?
because it's an electronic album because it's made electronically, right? So that's what it got now. But I'm going, you're telling me the contest was so fucking small that they had to get, hey yo, listen, Minecraft, yo, Cat go fucking hard. So,
I mean, if Minecraft can get nominated, fucking Doom 2016 is always
should get nominated.
of the year.
Yeah, so like they lost unfortunately,
They lost?
but
Oh.
they lost to Millennium, and that's the guy who has that song, the TikTok song, "I Love You for Infinity." It's a popular TikTok song.
See, when you say you can sing and you do that,
It's a girl who's singing the song, dude. I can't do a girl voice.
you can.
No, I can't.
Just squeeze your balls real quick.
You know. So
Michael Jackson, is that you?
so Elenium lost, but like the fact that My Crew Volume Alpha C418 was on there, I lost my shit. That shit was so fucking funny. When I saw that, I was like, yo. So next year, I'm voting for Minecraft. If I get a chance to vote, I'm voting for Minecraft.
Coming up next on the fucking DJ. Minecraft!
Cassie 418!
Get your pickaxes up!
Let's go! And it's like you hear next song.
Are those diamonds on the dance floor?
Yeah, it's like you hear next song. So, yeah, so Minecraft having a chance at a fucking award
So
for
random.
Billboard, which is like the most respectable in terms of music, said, yo, Minecraft, you have a chance. So, there you go. You know what, though? I gotta say, I think this is one of our most wholesome episodes.
Think so?
By far. I think there's a lot of good talk.
10 people, over 300 people are dead.
Well, no, but like, in terms of like
It's our
jokes,
most
like...
wholesome episode. Highest body count episode ever, but okay.
I think in terms of like us being like dicks, like we weren't like that. Like we didn't make any hot takes today.
I'm trying to have a more positive outlook on
Yeah,
life.
we're trying to have a we're just trying to like. I think we're trying not to get canceled. So yeah, that's I think that's it. This is Flabbergasted Body Audacity. I'm Jamal,
I'm Patrick.
and we'll see you guys next week.
Next time, maybe we'll have a guest.
Maybe no one likes us anymore, so
Yeah,
that's fair.
it's all political.
Yeah. All right.
What's happening? Okay, cool.
Okay, so.
So-
I'll do what's the plan.